Alright. Yes. And welcome to today's show. My name is Mr. 2020. Victoria will be joining us shortly. Today is episode, let me think here, 478. Angela, am I right? Yasmin is watching the show. 478, Victoria, your question's answered live. Do I got that right?
Show number...
Make something up.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Look at that. Well, you could be on that side today.
Oh, okay.
That'd be good fun.
Hello,
478. Patty is
Hello,
a
Patty.
rock star.
Why?
Doobie doo. Because she is.
Oh, okay. Hi, Brisket Bob, Gary.
Gary, Devram, good morning.
Devram,
Good morning.
All right, so,
Angela's
hello,
here
Angela.
as well. We've
478.
got all sorts of
answered.
questions, guys. This is going to be
Ace.
good fun.
We love
Yasmin
the
beat the
questions.
notifications somehow. I don't know how the notifications work. That's cool. So, Dave, you had a birthday the other day. Happy freaking birthday to you.
Hello. Happy birthday. Hello,
Doobie,
Angela.
doobie,
Is that another Angela that I just saw?
I tell you
Not
what,
sure.
for my birthday, I always celebrated my birthday suit.
Hi, Ruth.
Sometimes in my clothes.
Virginia.
But I'm always in my birthday suit.
And Vishnu.
Except for when I'm not. That's
And
another.
Leah.
That brings us back to that I've Got Me Under My
Jose.
Skin song. I've got me
Under my skin.
skin.
Joe with an E.
Except for when I'm not.
is in the house, so I guess we
Joe.
can start. Hello, Phoenix.
All right, look at that. This is great, guys.
And Stella Jim.
Stella Jim
Oh, yeah.
has joined the show. So we've got a whole bunch of questions. We put up a
Yes.
little thing in the group saying, tell us your questions. And so we've got them.
Yep.
Once we're done with them, if you have any more, feel free to type them in.
Yeah,
but
don't
put them in yet, because we won't see them.
No.
Because we'll be busy trying to read
So
this.
Wednesdays,
Wednesday.
if we
Or
miss,
Wednesday.
if you think of a question, yeah, shoot
That's
us
right.
a PM on your Tuesday.
Right.
So
Or
that,
email
or an
answer the
email or
thing here.
something. Answer the post, and then we can.
Yep. In other words,
Talk
let us
about
know
it.
what you need to know.
Yeah.
It's like being married. I'm not a fucking mind reader, right? Just
Right. You must imagine how our marriage is. Right. Hi, Tonya.
see, for us though, you know what's really cool? We actually communicate.
Hi, Cindy.
But we've both been in those relationships where it's like, well, if you
Yes.
loved me,
Yes.
right,
We
you
know.
would understand.
We know the games that people play because we played them ourselves
Absolutely.
or our partners did.
Yeah, so it's like after a while, it's like, Victoria, hey, let's play a game called Let's Get Married because we love each other, instead of, hey, let's get married to make them wrong and change them.
Yes.
It's my soulmate. I've got every right to change them.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Okay. Who's that?
Doobie doobie
Eddie?
doobie
Is it?
doo.
I can't. Lila. Sorry.
Lola, Lula, and
And
Cabello.
Cabello.
God, I
Hello.
love names. Like, seriously, Cabello, that's a cool name. Like, 20's a cool name. Don't get me wrong, you know. But,
Yep.
there he goes.
There he goes
Little,
out.
little patrolman.
All right.
All right,
What do we got?
so, Victoria.
Oh, sorry. Firstly, go to freeneville.com.
That is
Go
the
to
rightness.
manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Hey,
And
Marcus.
for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right, and Marcus is here too, pal.
Cool. Okay, let's
All right,
start.
so let's start with the bottom one. Let's start
Okay.
with Nathan's.
Nathan's.
Because Nathan has a question.
Okay.
All right, so do you want to read it since Nathan's a boy,
Oh.
or shall I?
You read it.
All right, since Nathan's a boy.
Okay.
This is great. Yeah. I got a question about manifesting in memory. How come some things that I remember get preserved in brine and manifest, yet some other memories, to the best of my knowledge, stay unmanifested? Ooh. All right. Do you want to take on that one?
No, you can.
No, I don't either. So, thanks, Nathan, for writing. We appreciate
No,
you.
you're going to answer it.
Okay.
Hi, Luke.
Carolyn, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
All right, here's what's cool, right? I don't know when my elbows stopped hurting, right? I don't know when I stopped having scoliosis. I don't even know exactly when I stopped having PTSD. However, I woke up one day, and there was this black man sleeping on my couch, right? My buddy Willie. Now, Willie was a client of mine who decided to rent me for the weekend of the week or something like that, godforsaken, right?
Yeah.
So I used to rent myself out by the weekend and the week and the day and stuff. It was good fun. Hey, Antonio, nice to see ya. So one day I woke up and there's a black guy sleeping on my couch, right? Now, back when I had PTSD, that was not a possibility, guys. Right? It's not that I hated black people or anything, but I got beat to death by some. So it's like, whoa, right? Sort of like that. Guys. Anyway. So, you don't know. Here's the good thing.
I'll go and sort out for a minute.
Cool. So here's the good thing, guys. To the best of my knowledge, stay unmanifested. Your eyes are 4 inches apart, your ears about 6, your body, I'm about 6 foot from top to bottom. I pick up very tiny little bits. Antonio, get rented out kinky. Come on down, pal. So, here's the thing, right? I didn't know. All I noticed is one day I woke up, and we'll be getting this in another one, ready? And buying peanut butter wasn't a problem, right? Here's why they're doing it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sirens are coming.
Yeah.
And so on. So
It might be going the other way.
let's just wait a second for the sirens. So at some point, buying peanut butter wasn't a problem. But I didn't go, this ain't working. This is staying unmanifested. What you are is you're giving us a state, a life. Neville talks about divine states. I think that's the phrase that he uses. And what you do is you give them life. But until you do, they're just divine states. So when you give them life, boom, right? But as soon as you go, that ain't happening, right? Obviously she don't love me because she can't read my mind, right? Game over, right? So Barbara found us. Here we are. Yeah, we're right by the cottage.
Yeah.
That's where we
Come
always
on
are.
down.
So let's start there, Nathan, and let's see how it weaves into the other ones.
Okay.
And let's see. Okay, because I think. Okay, Patty says, what about emphasizing the feeling is not an emotion or physical sensation, but rather the acceptance of the wish, desires already fulfilled? Cool. Guys! Do something with them, babe. Cool. Neville talks about giving it the tones of reality. Now, can't hardly hear the sirens. Good. Yeah, so Herman's working. So here's the thing. Ready? We don't want to walk away from sensations and emotions. If you study what Neville actually taught, okay, knowing is the secret, right? That whole thing of having the knowingness that it already is a natural part of your life. But don't walk away from the sensations. Don't walk away from the emotions. So it's interesting watching people do that because it's like, well, I don't feel anything when I feel it real. I know it's real. Right? No. You came here to have physical and emotional experiences. You came here to have a knowingness, right? To move from, I've never had Thai food before.
Oh, really?
Now,
You gotta try it.
See, now this is fun, right?
Yes.
Versus like, I like Chinese.
Oh, I like Thai.
Oh, I've never had Thai,
Well, you need to try it.
but I know I like Chinese.
We'll try something new.
No, that would be a new sensation.
That's right.
A nude sensation. So, what's really cool is really nail what it is about. It's about the knowingness, but don't toss away the emotions or the sensations, because that's part of the experience. And again, look at Neville's examples. This is really important. So, is it the knowingness? Absolutely. That's the feeling that is the secret. However, if you walk away from scenes and emotions and sensations and imaginal experience, here's the thing. What you experience in imagination, you will experience in physicality. So if I experience, she loves me, okay, I'm going to get that she loves me no matter what she does. But if I experience an imagination, well, if she loves me, she would understand me, and I wouldn't have to,
Yeah.
ugly,
Yeah.
right? So, Yasmin's having thighs on Saturday night. Bet you that's more like Angela. Anyway, so
Right.
the adult portion of the call is over. So, would you like to read Angela's, or do you want me to read them? I've been reading a lot.
Yep,
since-
I'll read Angela's. So here's my question.
That's right.
I love imagining my financial desire as done
And
and
dusted.
dusted.
That's right.
Looking back on 2018, in January 2019, in my Feel It Little session. Today, should I go... Today, about to go grocery shopping. I live in the real world, i.e. 500 grand plus made in 2018. In Ecoville today, I cannot buy groceries as I have $3. Do I feel it real for enough to shop here in Ecoville for today?
Cool. I'm going to call this war game dance. Here's the war, okay? Peanut butter, right? By the way, I buy butter. I buy butter that's $6 a block.
Yeah.
I can buy butter that's $2 a block. I buy the butter I want, right?
Yeah.
So here's my answer, right? Let this be about your daily experience. 500,000 plus, made in 2018, looking back from January 2019. Oh my fucking God. No.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. On the other hand, peanut butter doesn't scare me. Right? Neither does butter. I walk in, and some days I take the whole box. Right?
Unless Yasmin's there first.
Yeah, unless Yasmin's there first, or the refrigerator's already full, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: 500,000 plus, made in 2018. For me, that's all head. That's all war against, making less, right? The dance is I walk in, and Victoria said, "Get butter," and I come out with a whole bag of butter, right? Just for fun, right? What'd you get? Lots
butter.
of it, right? And coffee, because both were on sale, 50% off. Boom, right? So, yeah, I'm not big on, I'm going to pick a time frame of January to look back on 2000. It's all head, get it?
Yeah.
And it's all war. It's war against the current experience versus at some point, and this will go back to Nathan's question, okay, I stopped going to the store and praying that I would have enough to impress the 16-year-old girl behind the counter, right? In other words, it sucks when you're 35 years old and the 16-year-old has more money than you, right? At some point, I stopped being afraid of that because I knew when I shopped, I had plenty of money. So there's the experience. Again, 50,000 January. My imaginal experience. I get up at 5:30 to 6 in the morning. I drink coffee. I listen to traffic. I'm in my chair drinking my coffee, not in my car spilling it on my crotch, right? And so on. So get the difference. Very different framing. Okay, Ravina, you got to wait a little bit with your question. Sort of maybe type it in, but don't hit the send button because we've got a few more
Hopefully
here.
that helped you, Angela.
Cool.
You have to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not a bloody fucking idiot. So,
Right.
boom. By the way, get the fun thing here, right?
Yeah.
Here's what's fun. What's your identity while shopping? Right? Yeah, and I joke and I say things like, hopefully you're not a bloody fucking idiot. Here's the thing, right? Whenever you realize, I've got an identity, I've got an activity, I've got, when you explore these things, okay, I'm revealing my old identity. Man, this 16-year-old little girl is going to think I'm a jerk because I'm saying, well, put the nice things back. Right? I don't have enough money. Right? That's called terrifying. Joe posted his question already. We missed it. So you'll have to do the retyping. Get up the thumbs, Joe.
I think that's actually a goody one for Angela. Like you said, what's your state when you're actually shopping?
Absolutely.
And because I hear that you feel a real session. Anyway, and that maybe you drink your cup of tea, because I know you have tea, you don't like coffee, so yours is the tea game. So maybe that's very real for you. But what's really important, what Neville says all the time, it's the state in which you most commonly abide, or often something like that, what you keep returning to. So every time you feel yourself slip, like when, if you're out shopping and I don't know, doing whatever you do, being concerned over money, keep going back to that state of,
Sure.
Yeah.
I got to tell you how this works.
Mm-hmm.
So when you decide that I'm buying the butter I want, I've got plenty of money to buy the butter I want, and this is what's cool. Ready? You walk around the corner and it's on sale. Or they've got 2 beat-up packages that are only $1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what's fun. Because, that's a win. Versus, that coming dead. My guess is, and again, almost everybody that I talk to that puts dates on things feels pressure. And the reason they put a date on things is because, and watch this, ready? They're at war with it. Well, what if it doesn't happen until February? I can't keep living like this.
Yeah.
So what they're actually imagining is, I'm going to keep living at this, like this, until it comes. So I'm going to pick a date.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You get it? It's the sum total of all you're accepting as true. And it's that track right there that people ignore. So they go, you know what? By Friday, I'll be married to my soulmate.
And there's your war.
At 11/11.
Yeah.
When that blood moon comes out. I love that they call it the blood moon. This is so great. The super blood moon, I guess, is coming to a bloodbath near you.
Yeah.
All right, Angela.
But there's the war as well. Like putting a date.
Absolutely.
Like you've suddenly made it a war rather than
So we're doing the dance, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like, right, by the time we hit the dance floor, we would be functioning perfectly as a couple. She will not step on my toes, and I will not look like a bloody idiot. Versus, right, we get to dance. You ever watch a couple when they first dance? They do step on each other's toes. It's a little awkward, but that's half the fun. But if they know, you know what, I can surrender to this. Ooh, Leslie is watching the show. All right,
What
who's
else
next?
we got?
Okay.
Brisket Bob.
Yep.
How to revise a negative doctor's report.
Cool. Make it worse, right?
Oh!
Not the doctors, right? It's the Undertaker.
That's probably a good one for me then.
By the way, what's really cool is getting... People are doing this all the time, right? So they're imagining the doctor's visit, and I hope it turns out okay. I'll imagine it's okay. Right? How do you revise a negative doctor's report? I don't care about the doctor's report. Okay, so by the way, here's what's fun. So when I was doing the immigration thing, I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Right? And I had to go down, get the thing, and so on. And they said, well, your blood pressure's a little high. And then they called me on the phone twice. And they said, look, we made a mistake. It's not a little high. It's like through the freaking roof.
Yeah.
Right? In other words, you're going to pop like a zit. I said, I don't feel like I'm going to pop like a zit. And he says, well, we need you to go to a doctor. And they're going to order specialist tests. And they're going to hook you up to machines. And it's like, oh my God, that'll be so much fun. And so I go to the doctor, and the doctor says, wow. Yeah, what do you eat? What do you drink? You eat butter? So I eat lots of butters. You ever hear margarine? I says, yeah. You ever hear fake? Right? And she said, well, you're going to be on drugs. And I says, oh, yeah. 3 weeks. And they give me a machine. I come home, and I go back in 3 weeks, and it's like, for some reason, you've got like a little low. I says, that's right. And they kept me in the office for like half an hour.
Just
right?
to see.
Just to see. It's like,
minute.
don't you guys bill in 15-minute increments? Yeah, we do. Yeah. Meanwhile, back at the French, I don't care about the doctor's report. You can revise it, by the way. Okay, go back and I could change the whole thing, what they called me and told me. But also notice my attitude. I got this from my friend Rose. But when the doctor came in, Rose was like 500 pounds in a double-wide wheelchair. And I'm not lying, right? Rose, we had to get her to bingo every time first because she was really, really on bingo. And I was in the room when the doctor came in and said something like, Rose, you're going to be dead in 3 months. And Rose said, watch me, right? Within a year, the doctor was dead, right? The last time I saw Rose was like 5 years after that. It's like, how's it going, Rose? You coming back to work here again? No, Rose. Will you take me to bingo? I'll take you to bingo anytime.
Yeah.
So,
what was I going to say? What was the package you did actually? Was it Candid?
Candid Creations was all around that.
Candid Creations. So, but you probably got articles up there as well for Brisket Bob about that blood pressure thing. Like
If you type in blood pressure, hypertension,
you might
yada,
find
yada,
some
yada.
of his stuff. But
I
the
got
Candid Creations, frozen.
All right. Well, hopefully it won't freeze.
Okay, so we'll just keep talking. So Brisket Bob, that Candid Creations that he did was how he got the negative report, and it was like from the very beginning, all of the oh my God, I'm going to die, to how he dealt with it.
Yeah,
and
the whole
ended
way
up
through.
with the high blood pressure. So,
All right.
Cool.
All right. Apparently we're
Okay.
still moving. That's excellent.
Candid Creations was awesome.
That-
Says who?
Serena.
Good one.
Do we roll your name with an R? Like, is it
Serena.
Serena?
No, it might just be Serena. I don't know. What's the last name?
Oh, we don't want to.
Oh, well,
yeah, we
okay.
could. Yes.
No, that's okay.
All right, yeah.
All right, next question.
Doobie doo. Okay, I typed this one in. This is about the pearl of great price. This is great. This came in today's email.
Yep.
And it was about the pearl of great price, and it says, I get that, but what about going to the dentist if my tooth aches? I believe the dentist will fix my tooth, so I've placed my belief in an external God instead of only using my imagination to heal. I'd love to get this concept cleared. Okay, this is good. Okay, we'll need you to post that again in a little bit, Joey, because we can't get it yet.
Yeah.
So maybe
We'll
in just
ask
a few
you
moments.
in a few moments, Joey, to repost.
Cool. So the dentist is not a false god, right? Maybe, right? Now here's the thing, right? So if we imagine a specific level of health and energy and so on, and I wake up obsessed with vitamin K2, right? Vitamin D and vitamin A, guess what I do?
You go buy 'em.
I go get them, right? Yeah. But I'm not going, now here's the difference, okay? I go into the health food store, right? And there's a lady in front of me, and she looks like crap, right? And she's saying, Yeah, I'm hoping that this vitamin A and D and K2 work. I've tried everything. I did the acupressure, the acupuncture, I did the acu-dancing thing, water aerobics. I mean, I just get in the pool and fall asleep. They got to pull me out. I started right? So there's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't go, what is the thing, right? So if you're imagining, longevity, health, healthy teeth, so on and so forth, and you get, time to visit the dentist.
Yeah,
right?
but clean.
Yeah, you go see the dentist, right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, if you get, I'm imagining this and so on and so forth, what's that? IPSAB. Yeah, IPSAB. Yeah, for whatever reason, IPSAB comes to mind. I'll use IPSAB.
Sorry.
Guys! Anyway, so here's the thing with false gods, right? I send out an email every day. Okay, as a business guy, so my state of very successful business guy has me, one of the first things I do every day is I send out an email. So it's not AWeber or the email or the headline or the call to action that makes a difference. It's I've imagined a level of success, and from that level of success, I desire to put out an email every day. So there's the difference. Versus, I've got plenty of friends who have been sending out emails for years that make nothing, right? Because they're hoping, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know it won't. Since AWeber's not working, it'll be Mailchimp. That'll make the difference. No, it won't, right? So there's the difference. Notice the order.
Yep. Cool.
Alrighty. Hi, Emmett. Doobie. We're going to get into the silence at some point. Tanya. I think that's going to make a live call.
All right.
Okay, Gary.
Yes. God speaks to man only through the medium of his basic desires. We all know that angels and guides, etc., are batshit crazy. Can you share more about basic desire without any mention of batshit crazy? Smiley face.
Nope. All right. Here's what's cool, guys. Ready? We had an email this morning, right? Or it was a post. It was basically something about, like, I don't know what to do to make it happen, and yada. Don't bother, right? Your basic desires already have the plan of fulfillment built in. Now, here's the thing. If you're waiting for higher powers, intelligences, spirit guides, all that stuff to talk to you or to communicate to you in some way through numbers or visions or something or tea leaves, right? You're wasting time. Okay, God speaks to man through the medium of his basic desires. Okay, what do I want? Freedom, love, a car, right? Even that's a basic desire for me. And it starts to drill down a little bit. So what does God want, right? To live. And then we start to chunk down, and you have your own individual expression of that. So I want a black BMW and a lovely wife who has plenty of time in the garden and puppies, right? And that's it. If I just stay there, Andrew will bring over a puppy, right? And I'll say, he's a cute little bugger, right? I want a puppy to show up on my doorstep, right? And it's not the words, it's right, because I'm the guy, I don't leave the house, right? And suddenly a puppy shows up, Andrew's puppy, right? Meanwhile, right? So here's the cool thing. The question was, God speaks through man only through the medium of his basic desires. If you're waiting for more input, the only input you get is your desire. From there you move into the assumption, and then it's like, right, you go have an idea if you need one, or you'll take an action if you need one, or you'll buy Victoria flowers, right? I don't sit around and go, right, I need the guidance, right? I'm waiting for the God to speak to me so I can get the flowers or not. Right? I saw the flowers the other day. I think I talked about this on the live call.
Yeah.
And I'm at the mall, and I got her a spring onion pancake. Right?
Oh yeah, that was yum.
It was like $4. Flowers were like 30. Right?
Japanese
So,
pancake or something. Yeah.
but here's what's cool. I walk up, I look at the flowers, right? Those are her favorite flowers, but I don't like those ones, and I keep going. So if I had to wait and for God to speak to me or something, my desire is to be a loving husband. It's not whether or not, that's all head.
Yeah.
So we get to abandon all that. Tamika is watching.
Just to say, Rui, we didn't go anywhere. You did. So we've been talking the whole time. Maybe watch the refund. A few people said it had frozen, so yeah. Okay. And actually, that thing about basic desires, now what did I think? Oh, it doesn't. I was thinking that the one you did previously about you on the dentist, I want healthy teeth, just a basic desire, and how it's like, oh, the dentist will heal me, do you know what I mean? I'll just go to the dentist instead of like...
IPSAB showed up 3 times in my life, right? I mean, like, I imagined healthy teeth, and I saw a license plate that said IPSAB.
Oh, really?
And then 20 said IPSAB. and then, well, I happened to be at the Casey place, right? I mean, like, of course. I mean, I went down there when I used to buy Army Navy stuff, and I stopped by and I saw IPSAB. I thought, that's a sign 3 times. Yeah, right? Get
Yep.
it?
Cool.
Meanwhile.
Okay. Should we stop using the word... Oh, I missed it, Dave. Sorry.
Alrighty, and we got one more, then we can take the ones you're typing in, but
Okay.
don't type them in yet, because we can't see them.
Yes.
All right, then, yeah.
Because Joey had one, didn't he? But not yet, not yet. Okay.
Okay, one more. So this is about
Ruth.
falling asleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. Cool.
So, yeah.
I get there's 2 parts to this, right? And we talked about this on the live call, in a way.
Yeah.
We talked about space and stuff. Space, to me, is the stillness that you are, that everything comes from. Falling asleep, resting in the knowing. Right? You get, I'm not talking myself into being a loving teacher or a teacher or whatever. It's just, there's a knowingness here. Okay? And literally, as you fall asleep at night, you're falling asleep knowing something. Okay? The other part is being moved in the state of your wish fulfilled. Right? Neville says, do nothing to make your wish happen. Right? I'm just going to sit in there on my fucking ass and not push the live call thing. Right? You got to play at some point. Right? So I don't push the button to make the show happen. I've already imagined the show, and the show is happening. And we get we get usually about 500 viewers per show, right? Sometimes 1,000, right? That's cool. But it's not because I pushed the button. A lot of people are pushing buttons, and I'm in a lot of groups where they say, no one's watching my show. And everyone writes, well, you have to take your time. You have to build your audience. You have to... No, you don't. Sleep in the state of your wish fulfilled. I know at the end of the day, like 500 people will have watched this. I like it. Good fun. All right.
So that was for Rue. Hope you got that.
That was for Rue. Alrighty,
All right.
so questions, comments. Look how slow the things are moving. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Joey, we need your question now.
Alrighty, so anybody who wants to toss up questions now, please
Hopefully
do.
you're all still there.
Somebody is wanting to message me.
Oh.
While we're waiting for this. Should we stop dropping using the words I need? Cool. I can grab that. So I don't care about words. Stop feeling. I need. Right? I need to get a good deal on the butter. No, butter. Joey says, can you describe your thoughts or feeling in filial terms of feeling the feeling? Good Lord.
Inside of your
Body
or in
or in your imagination, which one is... I don't get the question. Cool. Shoot it to me in a PM and we'll do it on a show. Okay, Ravina says, if your desire concerns another, make sure the thing desired is acceptable. This goes back to the golden rule. What it really comes down... So I often get this one when it comes to... I want to manifest my ex back. He's happily married. He's got 4 kids, but he's my fucking ex. And I want him back so I can make him wrong and change him. Right?
Yes.
That's probably... That's probably not the golden rule. On the other hand, there was some more here I wanted to keep track of. So, making sure it's acceptable for another. Okay, here's what I don't do. I imagine Victoria exercising 5 times a week at the YMCA, right?
So then it's only $2 a session.
So then it's only $2 a session, right?
Yes.
And then I don't feel bad buying butter at full price. And
Yeah.
no, you know what I do? I imagine her happy. Right? That's all. Pretty simple. And I, since I'm already in the state, and watch this, I really imagine her happy. And while I'm imagining her happy, a memory shows up. She liked yoga. Yoga. Wow. Imagine her doing yoga. Suddenly her boss closes the company. She becomes a consultant and ends up working on our projects as well. Life is good. And a few weeks after that happens, our friend Kari comes along and says, hey, I take yoga on Wednesday mornings.
You want to come with
You
me?
want to come with me? Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But get the chunking down. Okay? That's one way to play with this. But generally, here's what I don't do. Ready? we are doing a live program here in May. I'm imagining Joe with an E here. I don't care what you've got to sell. Right? I don't care who you've got to kill. Right? I don't care who dies and leaves you money. Right? But I'm imagining you, right? You, Joe with an E, are here no matter what. Right? So I sit here and I imagine suddenly somebody dies in my life and there's a train wreck and all these things, right? Because I don't care what Joe's got to go through to get here. Right? I'm making Joe come.
Yeah, got you.
Right? Get it? That's
Yeah.
not golden rule.
No.
Golden rule is imagining, you know what, we've got a lovely little group. It was an awesome thing. Let me give you a hug and go home now.
Fantastic week. Yeah.
Right? See ya. It was a great time. We had fun at the house. You got to pet the dog, so on and so forth.
I imagine reading the comments in the journal at the end.
Yes, the journal.
Yeah.
You'll find out about that.
Joe's got what? On a previous call, you said kill the rational mind.
That's right. And by that I meant don't acknowledge or imagine any... What the hell with this thing?
Any.
Any.
Okay.
That's all we got, Joe. You may have said more. So, kill the rational mind. Joe with an E will be there then. That's right. So, make sure your imaginal act is acceptable to that. Here's the big key with that. Just imagine lovingly. Okay? I don't look at the homeless guy and imagine, you know what? I imagine him eating nutritional vegan food. Right? Because, I used to be a vegetarian, right? So I walk past and I go, that guy's pretty fat, he's got lots of zits, he needs a detox. So I'm imagining a homeless guy getting vegan food.
Yeah.
Right? Not cool, guys. Probably I'll wake up the next morning with zits or something. Fuck, let's close it up.
I think
there
we're
we are.
probably, yeah.
All right.
VVTT.
Vicky is what? See, Vicky, you knocked it off.
It was her
Videos
fault.
interrupt us. That's right. So we'll keep going.
Videos interrupt us.
Okay.
Go on, Tanya.
So, imagine lovingly. Joe's thing with the rational mind. The rational mind causes so many problems. Right? 500 grand will give me what I want. Imagining that you simply have what you want. I don't want to have a problem shopping. Imagine not having a problem shopping.
That actually
Right.
goes to Angela's.
Yes,
the rational mind
absolutely.
was all 500,000 in January 2000. It's all up here. It's like, no.
When we
what
did-
you just said. Like,
When we did War Game Dance, those 3 calls are really, really great. And hi, Pam. So here's one of the things.
yeah.
500 grand for most people is going to be war against their poverty. Because if I have 500 grand, I will never have to worry about the peanut butter again. Right?
Yeah.
This is all. But so versus the game, well, how else can I play? Right? How else can I play? I made it about peanut butter. Let's make it about cars. Let's make it about airplane trips. Okay, let's make it about a lot of things. How else can I play? You get the poor people ask, well, how much money does who founded Facebook? Zuckerman. How much money does Zuckerman need? No, it's how many games does he want to play? How much money does Trump need? As much as he wants. Right? But it's not about the money. Right, what's the next game I can play? I already got some money.
Yeah.
Right, what's the
Yeah.
next game I can play? That's
Yeah.
the funness. Right? So it's never about surviving the shopping trip or whatever. That's all war. Game and Dance opens us up to something completely different. Barbara Brown says those calls were ice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Joe said
said-
his question was so awesome he broke the internet.
You see, you imagined your question was so awesome,
Yes.
right? Obviously, it was you were not playing by the golden rule because you broke the internet. So,
Okay, I
All
think
right.
we're going to have to wrap it up
Yeah, let's
because
wrap
we've
it
been
up.
actually been going for quite a while.
all right, let's find out how long quite a while is.
Well, I don't know, but it feels like we've been going.
34. Wow,
minutes.
all right.
That's a
So-
long one. Okay, so
Let's wrap it up, guys. That
Yeah,
was good.
we
If we
wanna
missed your
know-
question or couldn't nail it
yeah,
perfectly,
and Joey
you know,
PM20,
yeah.
your question because
Yep,
you didn't
so-
quite get it. That'll
yep.
be ace.
That way we can do it. Remember, it's all fun until you're done, and then you.
What? And then it's not fun anymore.
Oh, it's fun in a whole new way. That's right.
Okay.
So, Victoria,
What did you learn?
what'd you learn?
What'd you learn about you?
What'd you learn about you?
And what was your best bits?
That's right. Hey, meanwhile, we've got a podcast at freeneville.com. We're covering lots of cool things, little 5-minute chunks. So, go there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, back at the
French,
French, go
we love
to
the French.
freeneville.com.
That is the rightness, everyone.
Go to manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That is absolutely right.
And for refunds, it looks like, yeah, everyone's probably going to have to refund today because we had videos interrupt us.
That is the rightness.
Says Tonya. Go to feelitrealfun.com.
Quick favor. If you're on the live calls, if you'd send me a little thing saying, hey, They were great. This is what I got from them. This was the experience.
Oh,
We're
that
putting
would be
together a page,
fantastic.
right?
Yeah.
So would really appreciate that because we
Yeah.
want everyone to get on those live calls.
Yeah.
Because they're good. How's that? That was a great sales thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
because they're good.
Because I just noticed, sorry, that Patty's jumped in, which is ace with her.
Patty always
what
does
I learn,
that.
what I
She-
learn
she's
about
a
me.
rock star. We tell you,
Yeah.
show you some stuff. So,
Cool.
That's right.
Okay.
Tanya. We'll have to read that one later. That says Seymour. And, happy buying a new car. Boom! That's right. But we'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
See you then. Have a great day.
I love
Great
you
night. We're gonna have a
tomorrow.
great day.
We're not going to the dog park till lunchtime.
No.
That's right. I'm just remembering. See ya. Love ya. Free Novodot.